I'm here virtually today with Dr. Lauren Grodin, who is a licensed pediatric psychologist at Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital in Hollywood, Florida, where she serves as the pediatric psychologist embedded within the pediatric cardiac, heart transplant, and kidney transplant programs, as well as the pediatric dialysis program. Dr. Grodin has been practicing for nearly a decade, providing mental health services for children and families in Maryland, Texas, and Florida.
So I think we have a huge opportunity in this time as parents and as educators, because a lot of times we forget that creating goals, even if it's for the day or for a period of time, and then showing success on the other side, is showing our kids and ourselves, quite frankly, that we are accomplishing the goal that we've set out for ourselves. And so I think we need to stop as adults and think about how we support our kids, what is going to work for them, and think through how do we help them understand that even in this new world, they are accomplishing things that then helps them learn how to set goals and how to continue to accomplish those things. So I'm not good at it. I'll admit, we parents get into this kind of spiral where we're just checking off things, but what are some things we can do to help our kids understand that they are accomplishing and they are meeting goals during this time?
I think you make a really good point. I think I can relate to that, and many other families relate to that. I think it's something that I talk about with the families that I work with in the hospital often, because we many times will focus on the big goal. The big goal is, okay, getting back to school, or, in the hospital, many times for the families I work with, it's getting discharged. And that seems so far off. We don't know when that time is going to come. It's such an unknown right now. So being able to acknowledge and recognize the little things each day that you're doing or your child is doing, and praising them for it, is going to help them feel accomplished. So, in my house, like I said, I have 2 little boys. So what we have is a visual schedule and a behavior chart, basically, where they get to put up a little icon for each activity that they completed, and they feel really accomplished after completing, even if it's snack time. Hooray, we did snack time and you did a great job. You get to go put up your little Mickey Mouse on the chart. And so, with even older kids, they can create schedules for themselves and try and organize, okay, what are my tasks for the day? It may seem overwhelming that I have 6 classes, 6 virtual lessons, plus projects and assignments to work on. I'm so overwhelmed and I have to do it at home with everything else going on. But taking the time and focusing on one thing at a time, checking it off, acknowledging that you got through that next thing, and being flexible also. Okay, you know what? If I need to stop and take a break, I need to de-stress, take a few deep breaths, get some fresh air outside, that's going to help. And then kind of helps you to reset and then start again, and then get through that next one thing and acknowledge, yes, I got through it. That's going to help get through all the expectations that are placed on everyone right now.
Yeah, it is tough. And I know a couple of my kids don't do so well just sitting all day, right? Mm-hmm. Like, it is now not that we're getting up and moving around, but we're actually just sitting in front of a computer. So we started the Walk of Fame after we've completed something, and we all kind of pass each other on our walks of fame. And so now it's become a dance, a high five, doing something really stupid outside the house, but trying to get up and continue to move around, because even we find ourselves just sitting, and that's not healthy for any of us, mentally, physically. So I know we've had some goofy moments around here, but they seem to kind of help lighten that load and keep everybody moving in the right direction. As we close, what is one thing, if we could impress upon our educators and our parents, what is the one thing right now during this time that we should be doing every day for our kids?
I think what's most important is that not only checking in with ourselves, but checking in with our kids and validating that this is hard. We're taking this one day at a time, doing one thing at a time. We're here for you. We're going to get through this, and we're going to be flexible. If today was a tough day, we're going to look to tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a better day. And we're just going to work together to get through this together and go through it one day at a time. I think that's the most important thing.
Well, thank you again for taking some time out to talk to us today, because this topic of our kids, the anxiety that everyone's feeling in the world right now, how we help our kids cope, how we as educators impact their learning right now and keeping them on track, is really an important discussion. So we really appreciate you taking time from the hospital to just kind of give us a few pointers and tips along the way. So thank you very much.
Absolutely. It was my pleasure, Sherry. I really appreciate you all having me. I think this is such an important topic that not enough attention is being placed on, and anything that we can do to best support our kids and our families and what they're going through right now is so important. So thank you for having me.